Every coin, you come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Play action, now it's Tua. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Breida on a toss left. Oh, now Breida loses it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Out of the gun, Smith.
The 32-yard line.
Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Running back. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
To number 8.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And the Washington first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hall.
Pass. Complete.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Got an open man. It's Foster. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Smith throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall.
Smith.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Smith on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To number 80. Touchdown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a second down and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check it.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go counter with Breida. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Finding room inside the 40. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Recovered.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier. Shaq Lawson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Now Smith. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
From the gun, Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Washington.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to weigh things about.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Open man here is Foster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Washington.
To the air again, Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Smith off to Thomas on the left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
And my goodness, another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd.
Tua going to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that'll back him up 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. On first down, it's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Washington.
From the red zone now, Smith. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1-yard line.
Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jeremy Sprinkle.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Brady. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, 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 hey. Chance, watch it, watch it. Hey, hey,
On first down, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Mike
Facing a
Gesicki.
2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
13.
Tua now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
25-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back to tell his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? And now here is another interception. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Max 42, Max 42. Come on. Check smash.
Smith going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
13.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.